Hello and welcome back to Go Again Gaming. My name is Az, and today we're going to be asking the question, can Chane be played without Seeds of Agony? Before we go into it, please make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the little bell notification if you want to be notified of any future videos. And if you are looking to buy any Flesh and Blood cards or Ultra Pro accessories, check out my affiliate link in the description box below with the card vault and use Go Again Gaming to receive 3% off your order if you are a UK customer. If you're looking for playmats, go and visit goagaingaming.com, or if you're looking to help support me directly, check out my Patreon. All of that stuff is in the link in the description box below. So do we think that Chane can be played without Seeds of Agony? It's a question that I think a lot of people are asking. A lot of people are potentially either looking to reconstruct their Chane decks entirely as a result of this ban, or noob eyes are now on Chane because they don't feel bad about Chane anymore. They've lost to Chane multiple times in the past, and the Seeds ban has actually made them think, oh, okay, maybe I might experiment with Chane now that he's not a degenerate arsehole. So Seeds of Agony was the card that was banned, and I think, obviously, without going into too much detail about it, it was a card that cost nothing to play. You could play it from the Banished Zone, so the Soul Shackles were basically allowing you to get that sort of big, massive Chane all the time. And it had Go Again itself, so it replaced itself. It was free, and you could play it from the supposed downside of banishing cards away. But on the flip side of that, I think that Shadow Runeblade was designed in a way where you wanted to play stuff from your Banished Zone. But as Legend Story Studios rightly put in the past, they were mainly thinking about allowing Chane to be played in draft and sealed rather than looking at the higher level classic constructed stuff. So fair enough for them for banning it before the next Nationals happens. This video is just to explore the alternatives that you could potentially have in place of Seeds of Agony as a result of it being banned in both Blitz and classic constructed. So the first thing we're going to be going through is the Shadow Runeblade cards, the cards that are basically designed for Chane himself. And the first one is Shadow of Ursa. So this is similar in the way where you can play it from your Banished Zone and it costs nothing to play. So as additional cost to play it though, you may banish a card with Blood Debt from your hand, and if you do, it gains Go Again. It replaces Seeds in a way where you're still getting the 0 cost from the Banished Zone, and if you then choose to banish a card with Blood Debt from your hand, which you could potentially play at a later stage because you can play a lot of stuff from your Banished Zone anyway with Blood Debt, then you give the Shadow of Ursa Go Again, so you can then go again, you can take another action afterwards. So I think a lot of people, if they weren't running 3 ofs of Shadow of Ursas, that's probably the first thing that's going to be looked at because of the fact it could be played from the Banished Zone for 0. The next card on the list, which I think is fantastic and is probably being used in a lot of decks, but again we'll probably be seeing more play as a result of the ban, is Unhallowed Rites with Howl from Beyond. So Unhallowed Rites is a 1-cost Shadow Runeblade action attack, and it says if you've played a non-attack action card this turn, you may play it from your Banished Zone. So again, you're going to have a lot of those non-attack action cards in your deck anyway that you want to be playing first before this, and then as a result of that, Unhallowed Rites can be accessed from both your hand and your Banished Zone, which is great because obviously Soul Shackles will probably banish a few of these away. And it says you may put a non-attack action card with Blood Debt from your graveyard on the bottom of your deck. So again, you put Howl from Beyond on the bottom of your deck when you play this, so you're going to get that recursion factor going on and on and on. And Unhallowed Rites is one of those things that's on the watch list at the moment with regards to potential future bans, so maybe shove that in your deck as a result of that statement, because obviously they feel that it's going to be good with the Howl from Beyond. So yeah, Unhallowed Rites in all three pitches. Another good card I think would be pretty decent in this deck is a Shadow Runeblade action which costs 1 called Dimensional Gateway, and it's basically a good way of opting for your future turns. So in this sort of deck in Chane, when you care about obviously creating the Soul Shackles to make your turns as big and as bombastic as possible, you do want to sometimes control what is getting banished away, because if you can't play stuff that in your Banished Zone, it's a dead card, and Dimensional Gateway helps you get and control that sort of aspect of the deck. So it says opt 3, 2 or 1 depending on what the pitch value is, and it says After that, reveal the top card of your deck, and if it's a Rune Blade card, deal 1 arcane damage to each opposing hero, and if it's a Shadow card, you may banish it instead with Go Again. So you play this, you solidify what your next sort of turn is going to look like, or your next couple of turns are going to look like, depending on how many cards you play as a result of drawing up. And then it says reveal the top card of your deck, and if it's a Rune Blade card, it deals 1 damage to each opposing hero. So as a result of playing this, you solidify what your next turn or draw is going to be because you're opting. You're also controlling what could be on the top for the Soul Shackle that you're going to create. You then could also ping people for arcane damage, or if it's a Shadow card, you can put it in your banish zone to play again next turn. So again, very, very good card. Sets up a lot of things, does a lot of things, and I think it could be good in the deck as a result of the Seeds ban. And it has Go Again as well itself, so you can then take another action afterwards. So yeah, very good. Another great card for Chane is in the Shadow section. This is Shadow Puppetry. This costs 0 to play, and it says the next attack action card you play this turn gains +1 power and Go Again. And if this attack hits, look at the top card of your deck, you may banish it and then Go Again. So yeah, very, very similar to the Dimensional Crossroads in the sense that it does allow you to get more damage in. You can Go Again as a result of this card, and then you can also look at the top card of your deck and you may banish it. So again, it's giving you more insight. That sort of opting mechanic could be quite good in this deck. So yeah, that's Shadow Puppetry. The next Shadow card, which could also appear in lists more often, is Tome of Torment. Again, this is a majestic card, so you can only have 3 of these in the deck, and it just simply says you can play it from your banish zone for 0, just draw a card. So yeah, that's pretty good. It just basically allows you to cycle through your deck a lot faster. So if you are playing a chain deck that wants to get to a certain card or a certain combo, the Tome of Torments will allow you to do that, because when you banish them, they go into your banish zone, but then you can then play them to put them into your graveyard to then draw a card, and then you can just, get that cycle going a lot quicker, which is quite cool. So the card that I think will surpass and supplant Seeds of Agony is Seeping Shadows. So it's basically exactly the same card, but with a higher investment and a higher payoff, I think. So Seeping Shadows costs 3 to play, and it comes in all of the pitch values, similar to Seeds of Agony, but obviously Seeds of Agony costs 0. It says you can play it from your banished zone, so again, that works great with Chane's abilities for banishing cards with Soul Shackles and other banishing effects, so you can play it from your banished zone, so it's never a wasted card if you do banish it. And it simply says the next attack action card with cost 2, 1, or 0 or less you play this turn, depending on the pitch value, gains +1 attack and Go Again. So it basically reads the same sort of thing, because it's adding that extra damage on. Now yes, it is physical damage, but it's still a similar sort of effect. You're getting the 1 extra for the next attack action card that you play this turn, but you're also getting on that attack action card Go Again as well. So Seeping Shadows gives you action point to play afterwards, which obviously will be your next attack action card, but then Seeping Shadows also gives that attack action card Go Again as well, so you are getting a bigger turn in opposed to playing more seeds. So with Seeping Shadows, you could play Seeping Shadows, pitching a card to pay for it, and then you then play that attack card, it gets +1 and Go Again, so you can play another card after that, which I think is quite good. And I think that is the reason why Seeping Shadows will probably be the thing that steps in for Seeds. It's a bigger investment to begin with, but it still has the same sort of effect without being degenerate. Now, I haven't played against any degenerate chain decks yet, so I don't have the experience with regards to playing against it, but I think looking at the cards mechanics and the stuff from this list, I think that the cards that I've pointed out will probably be the things that will supplant and sort of replace Seeds of Agony. But what are your thoughts? Leave a comment in the section below as to what Chane will have to do next in order to still remain competitive. Not at the same level, obviously, because 50% of the meta was playing him, but is he still on the way to Living Legend? Will he still be played, or will people just drop it completely as a result of Seeds being banned? What are your thoughts? What do you think I've missed? Leave a comment in the section below. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel. and hit the little bell notification if you do want to be notified of any future videos. And also, if you've missed it, up in the corner somewhere here, there will be a link to my 400 subscriber giveaway. So if we can get to 400 by the end of the year and you leave a comment on that video, you're in a chance of winning a massive prize. So go and check that out. And before we close off the video, anybody who is in the UK, the sort of south of the UK, need to know that I am doing a event with the Gaming Den in Basingstoke. This is on the 28th of November. It's £5 entry, 12 PM till 6 PM. It's a Sunday, and it's a no bullshit blitz tournament. So no Majestics, no Legendaries, a format for sort of casual and newer players, and decks will also be available on the day if you don't own one. So if you are new to Flesh and Blood, you want to get into a game, come along to this event and go and buy a ticket. Links are in the description box below. And that's pretty much it. Big prizes as well, and a very, very special guest, so you wouldn't want to miss it. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next video. I've been Az. Peace.